afternoon, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our trailer reaction for Don't Look Up, the newest movie from Adam McKay. It's like kind of, do we look up? Do we look up? I have watched this trailer. She has no idea what we're about to watch. Don't Look Up. And go.
You are here now. You are here now. You are here now. Here now. Your breathing is stressing me out.
This will affect the entire planet.
I know, but it's like so stressful.
Can I get that one more ice water?
I'll get 2 more glasses of white wine, and I don't need the judgy face. There's a comet headed directly towards Earth.
Do you know how many the world is ending meetings we've had over the last 2 years?
Drought, famine, hole in the ozone is so boring.
Okay. Well, everyone not in this movie, raise your hand. Jesus.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it's Adam McKay, and all he has to do is go, hey, and
hey, I'm doing a
everybody's like,
movie.
yes. Yes.
We'll do it for scale. I should have brought this up earlier. Don't tell me to log in, you son of a bitch. I am a hot mess today. How are you guys doing? Okay, so somebody earlier was talking about how this didn't really tell us anything. I happen to disagree, but I'm taking what I know of Adam McKay,
right,
and adding it to what I know of what I'm seeing in this.
Right. And they made a point of, so he did Vice and
Big Short.
And Big Short. And he did Anchorman and Step Brothers.
Step
was that the other one?
Brothers and
so,
Talladega Nights.
You know,
and...
if it was going to be another Get Short or Vice...
Big Short.
Big Short, not Get Short. That's
a different movie.
Big Short or Vice, they wouldn't have thrown in the Anchorman and the Step Brothers.
Yes.
So that's telling me this is kind of actually maybe a combination of the two.
So from what I am gathering and what I'm putting together with my red string, we need a thing of red string up here. I think is what we need to do. Is the idea of because we live in a world where the world could come to an end any 5 minutes from now, and there's catastrophes going on everywhere. Adam McKay has always been really good about telling that story of whatever the big thing is and adding a bunch of humor to it to make it much more digestible and much more easier to...
You don't leave the movie theater going, oh my God, everything's horrible.
We're horrible. So you take the concept of Deep Impact, Armageddon, that kind of thing, or any of the Roland Emmerich stuff, and you take that concept and you throw a bunch of A-list stars and have them do a comedy version of it to tell the allegory of climate change, pandemic, whatever. And I took that, I deduced all that with the one sentence of, you know, how many world-ending meetings we've had in the last 2 years.
Yes.
So they're taking a spotlight and just showing it at everybody. Yeah. Like, this is...
Yeah. And I mean, it kind of, we'll get political here for a minute. It kind of emulates what's going on right now with a lot of people thinking that something that is actually very bad and millions of people have died, it's not that bad. It's the flu. It'll be fine.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of that same
or the
thing.
newest hurricane that's the largest in history since the one that was 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And that kind of
half of the West Coast or most of the West Coast is on fire. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine.
It's part of the, whatever.
Everything's fine.
But for me, Adam McKay is going to just be, I mean, we went and saw Vice. I really liked Vice.
Yeah.
I felt dirty when I got done watching Vice, which was the point of that movie.
I think we've watched Big Short like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, yeah. I love that
least.
movie.
Yeah.
I love the way it's done. And Jonah Hill's kind of one of his go-to guys anyways.
Yeah.
But like we were kind of saying, everybody not in this movie, please raise your hand. I'm going to run down as much as I can here. Leo, J Law, Timothy Chalamet, Jonah, Kate Blanchett, Meryl Streep. I'm skipping some. Ron Perlman, Michael Chiklis, Ariana Grande, Tyler Perry,
Patel Himesh.
Hitel Himesh. But yes, I cannot. Himesh Patel. There we go.
Himesh Patel. Sorry, I read it.
I'm the dyslexic one. And because it's Adam McKay, and because he can sit there and say, "Hey, I'm doing this project. We're going to do it about climate change," but it's not really necessarily about climate change.
Right.
And he calls out all of his friends, and he's like, "Hey, let's film this over a 3-week period," because let's be honest, most everything's going to be on 3 sets.
Yeah.
The scientist stuff that Leo and J-Law are going to be doing, that Jennifer Lawrence is going to be doing,
Yeah.
the Oval Office, and then all the green screen stuff is going
Yeah.
to be done with them when they go to space.
Yeah.
And so I've said this in the past, I'm totally okay with, I'm comfortable with myself. I have a thing for redheads, so Jennifer Lawrence is a redhead. I kind of want to say the wig is bad on purpose.
I think it is. The haircut is not flattering.
It's not flattering for her.
It makes her face look fat, and she is not like very round.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
not necessarily like that.
I-
We're just sitting here looking at the thumbnail. It's like, horrible.
Leo looks like a doctor who would be astrologist or whatever.
He looks. There was a guy that used to play like the kind of doctor, like German Russian doctor. I don't even know if he's still alive anymore, but he played him in a lot of like the Bond movies and stuff. And that's who he looks like.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Exactly what you're talking about. I mean, it's a minute and 15 seconds of a trailer. There's not a ton of dialogue, and most dialogue is reacting to Leo having a breakdown, essentially, while he's having this
Right.
meeting. And so gleaming off of that, I'm going to be more excited because of the cast and the who's in charge. This doesn't come out until December. In theaters on the limited theaters on the 13th of December, and then for everybody the 23rd of December on Netflix.
So was this a Netflix made this and limited theater release for Oscars, or did they buy it because it didn't come out during the pandemic?
I think it is one of the Netflix. I know Netflix has got a bunch of creators that they have gone in and said, okay, let's do something.
Yeah.
And I think Adam McKay was on that list.
Yeah. It'd be nice because, in the past they've taken quantity over quality on a lot.
Yes.
They've gotten a hit here or there, but for the most part, a lot of the stuff is like, meh, it's okay.
As soon as they gave Martin $200 million to do The Irishman, that changed a lot of the perspective of what Netflix was doing.
Yeah.
And that allows Martin Scorsese's doing a Netflix movie. So
Yeah.
everybody else then behind him is like, it's Adam McKay and
Yeah.
Denis Villeneuve
Yeah.
and Kwon Fuqua, who's got a movie coming out on Netflix too. Like all of those other next level directors are all like, okay,
Yeah,
if
because
Marty's doing it, then
The one thing Netflix does not need is quantity. Like no one can actually watch 99.9% of the
Right,
stuff
right,
on
right,
Netflix because
right.
you can't find it.
Right. Right. And if they keep doing all these awesome 8-episode series,
Yeah.
that's 8 hours. You're
Yeah.
going to be sucked into something.
And be done and move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But it's good quality stuff instead of,
Yeah.
there's been a couple that we've gotten halfway through and it's like, well, that's 4 or 5 hours of my life I'm never going to get back.
we give it a shot. Okay, cool. Let's go. So we can talk about Netflix now. Then welcome to Netflix reaction and review. Let us know what you thought of this trailer and our reaction to it in the comments down below. Please be nice. That is a requirement around here. I have the band hammer. Actually, it's right there. And like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Follow us on all the social media stuff: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.